Hey guys, Stephanie and Chino back again. If no one's told you today that your hair looks good, your hair looks good today. Your hair looks really good. Continuing what I touched on last time about not protective styling and methods for 4C hair. And pretty much why I decided to talk about this in the first place was because I'm 4B, 4C. I immediately recognized that protective styling was the best option for me. If I wanted to have healthy hair, protective styling was the way to do it. For years and years and years, all I did was protective style. And when my hair grew, it would break off, it'd be really dry. And when I was out of protective style, I didn't know what to do with my hair. Like, I was completely clueless about my hair, what it needed. I was in box braids and kinky twists and micro braids, things that I really just could not, access my hair at all, And now I still do protective styles. I just don't do those types of protective styles. I do short-term protective styles, not long-term protective styles. And if you want to know more about how I classify the difference between those things, I have another video about it. Check it out. Okay, there are a few methods to being able to wear your hair out like 90% of the time. One of them, stop using utensils in your hair, like brushes and combs. Just stop using them altogether. I still use a tangle teaser because it's amazing at detangling hair, but I used to use it every time I washed before. Now I use it only once a month, sometimes even less. Simply use your fingers and it'll come out just fine. Washing more regularly. So instead of washing once a week and deep conditioning once a week, I now wash every other day, no less than every 3 days. And you might think that's a lot of work, how am I gonna find the time to wash my hair every 3 days or every other day? How you do it is by simplifying your routine. That's a lot if you're going to be washing with shampoo, detangling, and deep conditioning, and then setting your hair in a style, right? That's a lot of work if you're going to do all that. And so I alternate between doing a full routine of washing and detangling and doing all that stuff, and just doing a co-wash or just doing a rinse with water only. So I alternate, and so that makes it a lot easier than having to always do this long drawn out routine. So every time you wash your hair, it's like, oh my gosh, I have to get out all my products, get out all my utensils. It doesn't have to be extensive, but you just have to have backup wash routines for the days when you don't have that much time. And so it makes it a lot easier. And then when you wash your hair so regularly, you don't have to worry about having all these tangles every time you wash your hair. And stick to the products that work for you. Simple as that. Don't fall into every bandwagon or start doing what everyone else is doing, because if it works, just because it works for someone else doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Use a minimal amount of heat on your hair. So by minimal amount of heat, I don't use a blow dryer. I don't blow dry my hair straight. I don't straighten it at all. I haven't straightened it in over 3-4 years. Sometimes when I'm doing a wash and go and I want to stretch out my wash and go, then I'll use a diffuser. Also, how you eat and getting enough sleep and taking a multivitamin and exercising, all that is important for circulation, skin, and hair health. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself physically and internally, and it'll reflect on your hair and your skin and your smile and everything about you. Don't try to force your hair to be anything or do anything, and don't compare your hair to anyone else's hair on earth, because no one has the same hair as you. You are unique and you have beautiful hair. I don't care what it looks like right now or what you think it may look like. If you're fortunate enough to have hair in your head, regardless of whether it's dry, brittle, breaking, or whatever texture it is, it's lovely and gorgeous, and you should embrace it. If no one's told you today that your hair looks good, your hair looks good today. Your hair looks really good. All right, don't forget to like this video and to also subscribe to my channel.